Hey dosers, what's up and welcome back to another video. It is again random questions part 3 this time, and today we're going to be focusing on trigonometry. Today's question is on based off trigonometry, so let's get right into it. So points A and B lie on the circumference of a circle of radius r centimeters with center at O. The sector OAB, so this sector right here, that's a sector. OAB is shown on the following diagram. The angle AOB is denoted by theta and is measured in radians. The perimeter of the sector is 10 centimeters and the area is 6.25 centimeters squared. So they've asked us, show that 4r squared minus 20r plus 25 is equal to 0. So when you're seeing this equation, you might seem really confused and you might not know what to do because they've just asked you to show uh, some quadratic equation equals to 0, and they haven't really asked you how or shown you how to get there, you know? So what you have to do in this question specifically is you have to read whatever information is given to you really well, especially this last line over here. It says the perimeter of the sector is 10 centimeters and the area is 6.25 centimeters squared. So just through pure like guessing, they assume and they want you to figure out that you have to do something related to this. So what I would do is I start off by writing out the perimeter. So perimeter of this sector is 2r, so 2r's, and then the perimeter of the actual sector, this part over here, is r theta. So I would write 2r, so 2 radiuses, plus r theta is equal to 10. And then I'd write down the area of my sector. So then my area sector, you should know this by heart, 1/2 r squared theta, because they aren't going to give you these formulas in the textbook. 6.25. This is my area and this is my perimeter. Now I'm going to go on to the next page and explain it. So 2r plus r theta is equal to 10. 1/2 r squared theta is equal to 6.25. So they've given that quadratic equation, this quadratic equation in terms of r. So through here, I'm just going to try to write it as best as I can in terms of r. And I'm going to do this by trying to get rid of theta in one of these equations. I'd say to get rid of it in this equation. So I do 10 minus 2r over r is equal to theta. And that's what I plug in over here. So once I plug that in, so 1/2, let me just separate that. 1/2 r squared times 10 minus 2r over r is equal to 6.25. So since I'm doing this, I'm cross multiplying, I could do that, or I could just make it really easy for myself and just cancel this out and cancel that square out. And that makes stuff a lot simpler. Plus I could bring this 2 over here, which makes this 12.5 over here. So r times 10 minus 2r is equal to 12.5. 12.5. And then I expand this, which I should get minus 2r squared plus 10r is equal to 12.5. And what if they ask what's their quadratic equation? It's 25. And if you can't tell already, this, let me write down both equations really quickly. So this is our equation that we've gotten currently. And the equation they want is it's 4r squared. 4r squared minus 20r plus 25. Plus 25. So if we just write this down, is equal to 0 in terms of is equal to 0 plus 10r minus 12.5 is equal to 0. So essentially what they've done here to convert this to this, they've multiplied this by -2. Once you multiply this by -2, you get minus 2 times minus 2, which is 4r squared, right? Minus 2 times 10r, it just becomes minus 20r. Minus 2 times 12.5, which is 25, sorry, positive 25, is equal to 0 because 0 times minus 2 is still 0. So that's how you prove that you've gotten this by substituting, by trying to eliminate theta. And now let's do part B. So what have they asked us in part B? Hence or otherwise, find the value of r and find the value of theta. So how are we going to do this here? So they've given us an equation in terms of r, which makes stuff really, really easy for us. So they've given us 4r squared minus 20r minus 25 plus 25, sorry, is equal to 0. So over here, we can use this equation, this quadratic equation, to solve for r. So you could factorize, you could do whatever you want. I prefer factorize. So here you have to multiply to get 100 and add up to get minus 20. That would just be 10 and 10. So 10 and 10, 2r minus 5 squared is what I would factorize to. So that means this is equal to 0. So this square goes away, 2r minus 5 is equal to 0 because you do a square root here, this cancels out with this, and you square root 0 and it still stays 0. So once you do that, you should get 2r minus 5. 2r minus 5 is equal to 0. Then you get r is equal to 5 over 2. Once you get this, all you do is you plug this back into one of your equations here, this equation here. So since r is equal to 5 over 2, you plug it in, you get 10 minus r times, not r, sorry, minus 2 times 5 over 2 divided by 5 over 2. So this simplifies to get 5 divided by 5 over 2, which is just 2. So theta is equal to 2. That's it. R is equal to 5 over 2. Theta is equal to 2. Really nice, really simple. 8 marks over here, guys. 8 marks for part A and part B. Really nice and simple. Here's a mark scheme for this question over here. Go through it. I'm attaching the Canva slides in the description below too. And please do go ahead and check that out. Along with it, I'm attaching the Calendly link for one-on-one tutoring with me for half an hour. Whenever you want, you can book that. And it's completely free. So go ahead and please do go ahead and book that. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope it was helpful. Thank you and have a good day.